years ago, I relocated from the city to my hometown because I got a job in my hometown. I was really happy, thinking that it was my breakthrough, thinking that everything has finally fell in the right places. But little did I know that it wasn't all that. In 2 years' time, I found myself in tears. Tears of disappointment, tears of losses, beat down physically, mentally, and emotionally. I didn't know what I could do to heal all the pain that I was carrying inside. I tried everything I could, playing this song or that song, listening to podcasts, exercising, but the pain was still there. I found myself asking God, why would you bring me this far to come and forsake me? Why would you leave me all alone when these things have now happened to me? What do I do? Where do I go? Where do I start from? But because we serve a living God, but because God is good, when I felt so weak, when I was so afraid, my God was still there. It was the new beginning to a whole new different chapter. In that time, I drew closer to God than I've ever been in my life. There's a prayer that is very dangerous to pray in the Bible that says, "Search my heart, O Lord, and remove any wickedness that is standing in the way." I prayed that, not knowing that every time when I prayed it, God was searching for my heart and removing everything that was in the way of me coming close to Him. We don't see things immediately, but surely God is always working and moving. I found myself starting to dislike things that I really liked or loved and enjoyed to do. I now started liking things that were different to me, that felt so different. I started getting closer to my Bible. And it's not only about reading the Bible or reading the word in the Bible, but it's all about living the word. So are we reading and living the word, or just reading the word alone? It's hard to apply to your life. It's challenging, but the outcome is always worth it. As I'm in this place, when I've lost everything, now I'm starting from scratch. There are moments that I end up beating myself up because I look at my life, or I look at where I am now, and I tell myself that this is not where I wanted to be, and this is not the life that I promised I would give my kids or myself. But God is a God of provision. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Just because I see somebody succeeding, doesn't mean that I won't, because their timeline is different from mine. So I shouldn't compare myself to somebody's life, but rather be patient, trust and believe that God shall surely provide. So I hold on to His promises because they are forever and true, and He doesn't lie. I've also learned not to be complaining when things happen, but rather be grateful for anything that happens. It is by gratitude when you have peace in your life. When you practice gratitude, there is nothing that will bother you. You won't even complain about anything. I told myself that if God knows how many hair I have on my head, as He already told me this before. So worrying shouldn't be even in the picture at all. Because He has known me by my name before I was even born. There is no way that God can bring me this far to come and forsake me. The verse in the Bible that says in James, count it in all joy or with all joy when you fall into trials. I never knew what that really meant. But when it said again in Isaiah 43, not to remember of the former things, I realized that we hold our blessings, our own blessings in our lives because we continue, or we hold on to the old things. How will you be blessed or be able to accept a new thing in your life when you are still holding on to the past? So in all trials, God is still faithful and good. In everything that we go through, God is still able. And He is a good God.